This is Carolyn from Carolyn's Paper Therapy, and I've been working on a few little projects from the new kit from Shabby Art Boutique for the craft room called the Sweetest Tea Party Collection. This kit is packed full of beautiful images to use in journals or any way that you might want to use them to make some cards or any kind of anything you want to decorate. And I've had several different ideas, so instead of doing a journal this time with this kit, I'm doing so far I have 3 different projects that I'm going to do, and today I'm going to share one of them with you. This kit is available through membership in the craft room with Shabby Art Boutique. And in my description, I always put the link to the Shabby Art Boutique webpage, and then from there you can inquire about the craft room membership. It's closed right now, and this kit would not be available to you, but the membership will open back up, and then you can get in on all the excitement of these new kits that she does exclusively for the craft room. So what I'm going to share with you today is I made 3 different designs of what you would call a, it could be a journal topper, or for a page inside a journal, or it can be attached on the front of a greeting card and then sent to a friend. So these are just the topper that's ready to be glued down on whatever you wish to put it on. And it measures 4.5 by 7. And what I did was I printed out some of the background papers from this kit, and I printed out all the ephemera and cut it out, fussy cut it out. And then also the teacups that I used are in the file that has the papers that you can size. And so I loaded up the tea cups. I used 3 different designs and sized them so that they would fit on this kind of a topper. And my idea was to make a pocket out of it. So it had to be big enough to be a pocket, small enough to go on here. So what I did on here was I took the papers that I had printed out, and I cut them into that size, and I got 2 on a sheet, and then I cut off the top, and I had some little pieces left from the top and the side that I saved back to use for the things. And on this one, before I put the teacup on here, I put some lace across behind it, and here and up here. I also punched the corners out with my little decorative corner punch. This has 3 different designs on it. And I had a 4-inch paper doily that you can just barely see back in here. But the idea is to add the lace and make it kind of look like a little tablecloth or something. So all that went on before I put the teacup on. And the teacup, I have one over here. Let me find it. The teacup looks like this. And after I print that out and fussy cut it out, then I took my X-Acto knife and cut right in here. So this would make a pocket inside the cup. And when I glued it down on here, I glued this top part down, and then just the sides of the teacup and the bottom here. So that left a small pocket right here. I just went kind of around the edge, and then I have this small pocket. So then that teacup is glued on there. And then to make the tags that went in there, I didn't really have anything in the kit that exactly fit. So I used those papers that I had left from cutting off the top. That's the width that these are. They are 1 3/4 inches. And the length of them, I just, I put my little fussy cut on the top, and then I cut off the length until they fit in here like I wanted them to. And then I went in and rounded the corners and inked around the edges and made these cute little tags to go in the pocket. At the bottom here, I decided to use the little a cake plate with small cakes on it and the teapot. And under the teapot, I used some of the hand-dyed lace that my friend made me in the pink. And it has a little glitter in it, which is so pretty. And then I used the word friends from the kit. I have 3 of my little dots up here in the corner that are my little sparkle dots that I have. And then I went back with my stickles, and I know you probably can't see it, but I went in with the stickles on the edge of the cup, the top of the teapot, and around this part of the teapot, and the edge of the cake plate. And I put 4 little dots on this word, friends. So this is ready for the top of a journal, a page in the journal, or to put on a card, mount on a card, and give it to a friend. I did 3 different designs just to give you ideas, and I'm sure that you'll have many of your own. This second one is I did the teacup and everything the same, and I put what I did was I put my these laces on first, and I positioned this one so that the teacup would be sitting on what looks like the table with the lace tablecloth. And my little tags inside, I made the same way. I put a couple of our little fussy cuts on top and kind of trimmed off the top of the tag and glued that on, and then cut the tag to the length that I needed to fit in the teacup the way I wanted it to. In this case, I had this big flower I was putting up here, so I needed her to be shorter so she would go down in there better. I used one of the bows on the edge of the teacup here with a rhinestone sparkle in the middle, and I put a little piece of the sticky foam to raise up the bow so it'd be 3-dimensional. I put some pearls across the bottom, another piece of the pretty lace with the word love. And then this is really neat. I found this at Hobby Lobby over where the ribbon is in the fabrics. And it's a long piece of netting that is on a spool. And ever so often it has these flowers. And then you just can cut it apart or use the whole string of it. I had seen this on something else that looked like it was stitched. Something was stitched, and the girl told me that something like this was available on the netting like that. This is the first time I've ever seen it, but I just love it, and its colors are perfect for our little tea party. Again, I went in with the stickles and I put it around the little teacups, and all the gold on this teacup, it had several gold areas, and on her hat band, and on the little teacup here, and 4 dots on the little love sign. Again, this is ready to glue down on the top of your journal, or a page inside, or give as a card. Okay, here's the last one. This is actually the first one I made. I have a bigger doily that I put on this, and it didn't put the whole thing on there. I just made it so that it would cover most of the page. So I put that on first, and then I put some lace and some trim down this side. Here's our teacup that has a pocket, and I just have the little girl in there this time, having tea. She's a little bit larger fussy cut, so I just have her in there. And use the cluster of roses up here at the top. I have a plate of cookies and the teapot and some flowers. That was all one fussy cut. And that is glued on a piece of ruffled lace. And then I have the puffy sticky tape in behind the flowers here to make it 3-dimensional. Pearls around the edge of the teacup. And the words say, "You're my cup of tea." And these are some paper flowers I got somewhere. I'm not sure where I got those. I love the paper flowers. I used stickles again on this, on her headband and around her collar, and the 4 dots on the little sign, and on this teapot and plate of cookies. So this is just a short video to show you these 3 items, and hopefully they will inspire you to make something pretty out of this set. It's gorgeous. It has so many different elements to it. I've used the elements file twice here, once for these teacups, and then I also have a surprise for you that I'll share the video tomorrow, that where I've used a teapot and sized it to fit on what I wanted to do. So that's all for today. I hope you're having a good day. I've been busy all day long putting all this together. This is my fun time. And tea parties is my thing. I had an antique shop, and we were all about beautiful china and lace and hats and jewelry and everything that you would need to have a tea party. So this has really got me excited. So I hope you have a good day, and I hope you've enjoyed this. And so I'm going to go away and get busy on the next thing, and I'll see you soon.